Hello everybody, welcome back to some more Lord of the Rings Online. We are here in this place, which I can never say the pronunciation of, otherwise known as Numinas, and we have a quest to do, which is, I can't remember what it's called, a renewed assault. We're going to help defend positions for these two people. It shouldn't be too difficult. These guys are obviously however many levels below us, nearly 20. Actually, over 20, 22 levels? They're one, yeah, 22 levels lower than us. It should be easy. But on the way there, let's get our hobby gift of the day as well. See what it is. Scroll of Finesse. Okay. Been a while since I got one of those. And I'm kind of upset that I did. But either way, I'm sure we'll find some use for it in the future.
Shadow must fall.
Do you see that at the bottom of the hill? See, this is basically from last episode when we went and to those 3 different locations. You can see those guys were actually helping out, or one of the those 3 guys we killed. I can't remember, the emissaries, that was it. These guys were part of that. The emissary was talking to those guys. So wonder who we can expect in the next one. I actually don't know. I thought there would be 3 positions. There isn't. There are 3 emissaries. I guess the first one was right outside of Numinas, so I don't know if that one was recruiting, but the other one was bandits. So I don't know if those are going to show up, but we're going to have to find out and defeat them if they do show up, which shouldn't be too difficult. But we also got a bestow to us, which is the Slayer for the J.R.R, and how many do we have to kill? 90, so 180 in total. Is that the same? The tomb things, 90, and Kergrim, 50. I remember it couldn't have been 90, because I remember doing that like very recently on my main, and it definitely didn't take me massive. It took me a decent amount of time because I didn't use a Slayer Deed accelerator, because I didn't want to use it on only one thing, so I did it just, completely without anything, but it definitely didn't take me too long, so I guess it wasn't 90 and 180, it's 50 and 100 instead. But now we have to, bandits. Well, not bandits, are these technically, tomb robbers? These are also actually going to help with the Slayer Deed, but these guys are actually a bit difficult to actually kill, because they actually have a decent amount of health. I don't know if these actually... Yeah, these are the Wardens of Numinas rep. So this is actually a place that has multiple, I think it's only 3 reputation items, whereas other places like Breland only have 2, Shire and Eredluin also only have 2, and stuff like that. So, yeah. Either way, that should be us done. And now we got to make our way, actually, back to our travel point, which is good, because having to swim again would be a real pain for us, pretty much. So, yeah, I'm not sure how many are left in this book. For some reason, I want to say 12 total chapters. But that easily could be me remembering a completely different book. So, I don't know. We'll have to see.
How can I be of service?
We can get trade secrets, which I think I said I was going to get that because these don't do anything particularly good for us, and then it's a pocket item. It gives us fate and stealth level, which fate gives us more in-combat power and morale regen and non-combat power regen. So I think having a different pocket item
How can I be of service?
for us is good. Talk to Leoden. We'll talk to him in a second. But basically my reasoning behind that is because our pocket item gives us more experience up to level 99. But I think as well, us having a pocket item we can switch out, like the best possible pocket item for us that we can switch out when we need to for tough situations will be good, because like during a quest, this isn't going to really affect us too much. It gives us 25% extra experience for monster kills, but it doesn't give us for quest completions. If it was the one for quest completions, which I think there's one for quest completions, or it might just be a status effect from welcome back weekends and stuff like that, then it would be best, obviously, to just switch it out and then only put it on when we're going to be, completing quests and stuff. But these guys aren't even giving us experience, so I don't know why I'm wearing it, to be particularly honest right now. I might have to, obviously, switch it out, which is the entire point of, getting that item. So either way, we're back. Gonna go up to Laerdan. I don't know if Laerdan's in here. I can never remember. It probably says in the quest thing, but we're already here. No, that was Tadan. Okay. Because I knew for a fact there was this person there, but I couldn't remember who it was. If Laerdan moved or anything like that. And since we know that, do not trust him. Yeah, behind, on the right as you enter. So probably should have just read that, and we would have saved ourselves a little bit of time. But yeah, it's just entering another room and coming out of it, so it doesn't take too long. But Laerdan, let's have a talk. Do not trust him.
For you?
We'd have to go back there anyway. Yeah, basically, yeah. Tell him I'll see him in a few hours, and stuff like that. We can actually just read it while we're moving. Tadan is on guard. A ranger Tadan is on guard and appears on the top of the stairs through the door on your left as you enter the keep of the island in Devanim. Laerdan has expressed his concern that Mordrambor is intentionally keeping you occupied in Numinas while Amarthiel searches for Narkiel with the Planeteer. All the words I can't say, and probably said them wrong. But basically, don't trust him. He's keeping himself here to distract you from other stuff that's happening. Seems like a certain thing happening in real life sometimes. Yeah, let's see. Collect Tan Morgul. Where is that? Let's quickly. Can we quickly? Oh no, it is in Numinas. Ugh. I wish there was an easier way to get there. I mean, if I was a past or current subscriber, there would be, because I think I'd have the travel to there, but through the boat, which is right there, but we actually can't. I want to see if... I know he sends me right outside of Numinas, I think.
How can I be of service?
Yeah, I think these areas, but it does cost quite a bit. I made it, last time I actually went the full route around this way, and I do realise it's super boring to do so I am just going to cut across the water as I usually end up doing. I don't know why I did it differently this time, but let's go cut over, and I'll see you when we're talking to Tan Morgul, who is pretty much very low down. Let's see, low down here near Menelband. So quite far down in Numinas, but again, shouldn't be too much of an issue. Nothing should attack us, and yeah, we'll see what happens there. Alright, so we're here now, and do I have to kill you for it? I think I do, and do I have to still kill... I do still have to kill you for that deed, so killing two birds with one stone, I guess, technically with this, and, you know, shouldn't take too difficult to kill, you know, obviously. I had already killed before I'd said probably shouldn't be too difficult to kill, so did that, also got part of that deed done, awesome. Now we need to go back to talk to Mordrambor, which, yay, shouldn't be too difficult, but it's always, like, Evendim is a nice place and all, but it's a lot of back and forth for the epic quests, and it is slightly annoying that it's so much just go here, oh, now you come back, then you go here, then you come back, now you gotta go over here, then you come back. Especially when the closest I've got is a teleport there, which means then I have to go across the river. It's a very annoying, but yeah, you don't want Mordrambor, believe you cannot. You defeated that name, and let's read it again. Wrested Tan Morgul from his clutches. You should bring the artifact now to Mordrambor to show that he was wrong. And it's just going to be like, hey, we're gonna, you know, oh, you've got that thing. No, I don't have to do that. Because apparently we can't turn down a challenge. Oh, you can't do this thing. Oh, I bet you I can. And I'll even bring it to you and wave it in front of your face. When you're taped to a, you know... I don't even know how he's procured here. Is it chains? I think it's chains. He's not. He's just hugging the wall. He is just... There you go. He's... not doing anything. See? Alright. Yes, my friend. Yes, untie my bonds and give me the right take you've taken from that name. Tan Morgul, how was that? I'm not gonna give it to him. I'm gonna give it to me. I'm not gonna give it to anybody. I'm gonna have it here. Bring that over here.
How can I be of
What do
service?
you think you're doing? I don't know what happened to me, but something seemed to shake. That's why I'm about to untie the prisoner. You still yourself against his will. Have you not been paying attention? Have you been... Right, we're gonna
Might I take a moment of your
do
time?
that. It means to carry it. Right. So again, this is literally... Oh, now you go to Laodon again. I realize all I'm doing today is complaining about Evendim, but it shouldn't be too long till we're kind of out of here. Hopefully. And then we will have to come back in the future to do Slayer deeds, questing, and location deeds, but that's probably still for the future, because I've got to work on, like... That's the wrong one. I've still got to work on... Well, you know, those are done. Lone Lands is next. So, and we got to go North Downs, then Troll Shores, then Misty Mountain, then Evendim. So, gonna take a while to get here, which I think I need the break.
What do you need?
You look better than I saw you. Did you manage to get some rest at last? Time for open fighting is over. Talk to Golda, who is, if I remember correctly, still at East Angmar, which should be there. And I think we're going to end off for today, because we are finally, it seems, out of here, and potentially, if I am correct with my 12 chapters idea, we should be all sorted out in terms of this book, which might get us out of Evendim and back to Angmar, which is going to be nice. Because yeah, we need to speed up this, because we're at level 50 quest still, and we're level 61. I know that's my fault, because I just thought, oh, I need to, well, mainly Mordrift's fault, because we couldn't defeat her. But yeah, I'm gonna blame Mordrift instead, actually. So Goliath is in those. Yes, it is. I always get these mixed up. But we'll quickly finish this quest, see if it is the next chapter, or next book rather, or the next chapter, and then we'll end off for now.
What do you
so we'll
need?
complete that.
Might I take a moment of your time?
Book 10, chapter 13, not so much. But either way, we have to talk to Laodon in that quest. I was wrong with my idea of 12 chapters being a thing. Well, as I said, we're going to have to go talk to Laodon. We'll do that in the next episode, however. I feel like we've done a lot of traveling, too much traveling, in fact, for today, and we'll finish it all off in the next video. So thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.